Hello, good day to you. It's me, Andy, and Talkin really. And if you recall, I've done a story about this before. This is McD's and everything else, the fast food, crap food that people are stuffing down their faces without any regard for their health. And just a little disclaimer, up until 2010, I was one of those. So I used to enjoy a Mackie D, a Big Mac, until then, and I realised what it was doing to me, and I stopped. So I have not had one for 11 years now. I feel a lot better. I don't miss it. That's a lie. I would maybe have a Big Mac if I was that way inclined, and I was one of those people that had no self-control. But I haven't yet, so I haven't succumbed to that idea because I know what it would do to me. And the reason why I stopped it was that I was getting fat and I wasn't feeling well. But this is a story that continues. I know a lot of comments that came out on the channel on that video saying it's all false, it's all been around for a long time, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. However, this is a continuation that was published on the 2nd of November, so that was 2 days ago. And it's in the truth theory. So truth theory, and let's have a look. Dangerous chemicals found in 80% of food from McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut and Dominos. So they've expanded it to the various other fast food chains in the country. So we can have a look at their story. The story revolves around dangerous chemicals that have been found in the food. These obviously can cause reproductive issues and affect learning in children, which is why they are promoted to kids. You'll find that parents can't wait to get them a Mackie D or a kids meal, and of course it's doing their brains no good. Obviously, the samples were taken from the various high street fast food places, and they contain traces of industrial chemicals. A study was conducted to test the dangerous chemicals in fast foods, and chemicals are softening of plastics and were observed in 80% of samples. This chemical causes severe health problems as it affects your endocrine system. It affects the glands that secrete hormones in your body. People eat and breathe up to 121,000 particles of plastic each year. And it affects infertility or fertility. A 2020 study found that this chemical can induce alterations during puberty, testicular dysgenesis and cancer in both sexes. Some studies have called for policy reforms to be made on such chemicals in fast foods. They are seen in rubber gloves and industrial tubes. Obviously, the chemicals in fast food go through a long chain of processes. The food that is sold goes through a process of packaging, cooking, handling, before they end up in the bellies of eager consumers. Rubber gloves that were used by the people at these fast food joints were also taken for study, and they have traces of this dangerous chemical on them. The foods that contained meat had higher levels of the chemicals. The cheeseburgers and chicken burritos tested high for the plasticizer known as DEHT. Products like fries and cheese pizzas contain the lowest level of chemicals. There is a study there that's recommended BPA, which is in plastic bottles, so you need to get a BPA-free bottle if you're drinking water from them. They can leach out this plastic, which obviously is not good for you. The FDA in the US has no legal limit on the amount of chemicals in fast foods, obviously, and the UK placed some restrictions on this in July 2019. It said that if you prepare your fresh food every day, it will still have some plastic in it, such as fresh veg and fruit that were washed with a plastic hose. So make sure that when you get fruit and veg, you actually wash it carefully, if you can, with maybe some filtered water if you can. So a very interesting continuation to this story that 80% of food in fast food places is actually not very good for you and will affect your brain power and your fertility and everything else. And this is why I really hate seeing parents dashing off to Mackie D with their very young children who are brainwashed into thinking that this is nutritious food when it's not, and they could easily knock up a healthy meal in 5 minutes, but they are just too lazy, I'm sorry to say. I have a friend who's just had a baby. Now they are nearly 2 years old, but they obviously post pictures on their Facebook page, and I am actually shocked at what this kid will eat. I mean, talking about Thai curry and rice and things like this, and wow, it's actually because the parent can be bothered to cook for the child. Obviously they cook for the child, but they cook for themselves, and it's not rocket science. You know, good food in means healthy body, and if you want to avoid the long line of NHS visits that you will have if you carry on eating this shit food, then by all means carry on. But for me, I stopped and I don't regret it. So anyway, have a good day. Catch you later. Hello, good day to you, it's me Andy, and this is Talking Really. I've just got my new t-shirt come today, a sample for me to wear and for you to buy. I think you'll like it. It's quite interesting. It's a bit rude, and you can just about see it behind the microphone. So we have this t-shirt, which is Chris Whitty, Patrick Vance, Matt Hancock, Rishi Sunak, Michael Gove, Boris Johnson, and Ian Duncan Smith, which, if you read it downwards, is wankers. So, Talking Really, this is the channel on YouTube, brand YouTube, and Odyssey. So it's available in my shop, which you find the link down below. There's a whole load of other shirts and cups and things like that you can buy. So this is my latest design, which I thought you might like. $13.95 plus PMP on top, and it's quick delivery. I ordered this the other day and it came in 2 days. If you fancy a t-shirt and helping to support the channel, then please do that. Go and buy yourself a nice t-shirt.